presentations, projects, reports have to be streamlined, they have to be basic, black and white, maybe like one or two accent colors on slides, stuff like that. Hey, it's erynduhnay and welcome back to my corner of the internet. For today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the things. I believe that there are 5 things that I wish I knew before starting my Master's in Healthcare Administration or MHA program at USC. I'm excited to get into all of the things, and hopefully I have some hot takes, some interesting opinions about this. But yeah, keep watching if that interests you, and don't forget to leave a like and comment down below if you enjoy this style of content. Okay, so number one thing is how much I will miss having the lifestyle or having the title of a student. And by that I mean, when you're a student, like a college student, a university student, you can go to campus, walk around, go to the library, get Starbucks, get lunch, go to class, and then do something else. So it's like a very free, a very flexible lifestyle. You can, do a lot of things, pivot easily, go here and go there. And some people may think that that's stressful, but for me, it was kind of freeing and liberating. And honestly, now that I look back on it, a lot of fun, right? You can like schedule appointments in the middle of the day because all you have is class and that's it. Typically, along with being a student, you might have like a part-time job. Because I was a grad student and I had to pay, Los Angeles rent money, I had to have a full-time job in order to accommodate that. But it's very common for most students to have a part-time job, or not even work at all. Some students just pull out money, pull out loans, or they have, financial assistance from other places like scholarships or parents. Not everyone has those though. But yeah, I think for the most part, the fun parts of being a student are what I'm going to miss. You have access to fun events, interesting events, all of this support, all of this help in a variety of ways. And that just all goes away once you're not a student anymore. Number 2 kind of rolls off of the first one, but for the second thing that I'm going to miss, or the second thing that I wish I knew, is that there is a lot of built-in support and assistance for students. There is a lot of, counseling, there's a lot of advice, there's a lot of, prep courses or seminars or workshops, things that kind of can help you jumpstart your career, get this internship that you really want, and giving you like the tips and tricks that, for a lot of other people who are not students, who don't have access to a university and all the things that comes with that, they're not going to get that information most of the time, right? They're going to have to learn it the hard way, or maybe get a really, really nice mentor and spend a lot of time with them to be able to acquire all of those same tips and tricks, all that same information that you get just from being a student. You get access to, workshops, you get access to faculty who have a lot of expertise and knowledge about the industry that they work in. It really is amazing how much support exists on one campus. And I really hope that those of you who are still students will be taking advantage of those resources while you still have them available to you. For item number 3, I have like-minded peers. And that pretty much means you are able to be surrounded by people who have that same drive and have that same ambition. Now, I will say there are differences to the kinds of students that you will find in college, but especially for a graduate program, a master's program, even a doctoral program, a lot of those students are going to be very ambitious, going to be very well studied, very smart, very intelligent, and very passionate usually about the field that they're entering into, about the program that their field is concerned of. So you're going to be surrounded by people who really, really care about their grades. Some students really, really care about connections and relationships and mentorships and things like that. Other students might care more about experiences, opportunities, preparatory things, may care more about networking events and things like that. But all in all, the one thing you can count on having in common is that everyone really cares about the field and really cares about the work that they're going to be doing either during the program or after the program is said and done. I think that's something that's really special about graduate degree programs because it's like a built-in support system, right? You come in as a cohort and you leave, hopefully, you leave as a cohort. And so you get to have, talks about the industry, helping each other learn difficult concepts or, financial stuff, math stuff, all of that. You get to have that support and that camaraderie amongst your peers because everyone cares and everyone is there to achieve the same goal of acquiring a degree in order to progress and advance their professional career. Okay, and number 4, this is kind of like a fun answer, but for me, I am going to definitely miss cute little projects with cute little presentations. That does not exist in the real working world, especially if your industry is more corporate, right? For healthcare administration, it's much more corporate because it's like business adjacent. Now, if you're going into like social media, marketing, if you work for like a really fun poppy brand, a very like Gen Z brand, a very like startup type company, then maybe you can keep your cute little presentations, maybe. But for the rest of us, things are still much more corporate and presentations, projects, reports have to be streamlined, they have to be basic, black and white, maybe like 1 or 2 accent colors on slides, stuff like that. I think you can keep your charts and your graphs colorful, but everything else black and white, everything Times New Roman or Arial, or I was gonna say Comic Sans, not comic, don't do Comic Sans, please. Or like Garmond, something very classic, very and you lose all of the fun, cute little images and icons that you can put in your school projects and presentations. So do not take that for granted. Flex your design skills now, because once you get into the corporate side of things or the industry side of things, more likely than not, you're gonna have to keep it simple, okay? For the most part, keep it simple. Don't have super abstract colors and like images everywhere. I think that expressing yourself that creatively does have a place in corporate side, business side, industry side of things. But it has to be used very strategically, or else people will think, oh, this is too much, they're gonna feel like it's like kind of juvenile of a presentation design. So have your fun with Slides Go, with Slides Carnival, with Canva presentations, that are super cute and super colorful now, because once you graduate, that's pretty much done. And number 5, for the last thing, something that I'm going to miss and I wish I was more appreciative of at the time, was that you do have a better work-life balance as a student. Now, I'm not talking about the student that works a 9 to 5, that has a full-time job. That's rough. That's actually, you have a worse work-life balance because you have school and a full-time job and trying to balance, free time, keeping up with your friends and your family, and rest as well. You're trying to make time to rest. But I'm talking about if you're truly living that true student life, part-time job or no job, you're super focused on getting your assignments in on time and stuff like that. That's a much better work-life balance, because your work is basically, a little sprinkle dinkle of work here, and then I have school stuff, and then the rest of my time is my free time. Okay, the rest of my time I can, choose to work on professional goals, or I can work on career goals, or I can work on personal goals, social goals. It is super nice. And so I would say, if you are one of those students, which I feel like most students are, living that more carefree student life, I didn't say completely carefree, but more carefree student life, cherish it, take advantage of it, make sure you spend this time really working on yourself so that when you do step into that full-time 9 to 5, it doesn't shake you up as much. And it doesn't trip you up as much, because that can be a really, really hard transition for some people. All right, that is it for this video. Those are the 5 things that I wish I knew, or wish I knew I would miss about being a student, and the 5 things I wish I was more appreciative of before entering and finishing my graduate degree. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more content like this, you can hit that subscribe button so that I can show up on your feed a little bit more. You know, you get more of my content. And I want to thank you so much for joining me in this corner of the internet. If you want to support me, you can definitely buy me a matcha using the link in my description box down below, because I love matcha lattes. But other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, let me know. And I hope that everyone has a great rest of their day. Bye.